Meanwhile, black people have been dying at the hands of police departments all across the United States. And here in the city of Portland, our problem is real unique. Visually, across the country, our problem is real unique. Because while other cities across the country have huge populations of black people, Portland, Oregon does not. I'm going to say that again. Portland, Oregon has a unique optic. While we are screaming, while we are marching in the streets for justice and equality, born out of the killing of black citizens by police officers all across this country, Portland has a unique optic. Where all across the country, the predominant message is that Portland, Oregon, and that the white people in Portland, Oregon have stolen the message, have taken away the message from black people in Portland. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying in the neighborhoods in California. It's hard to hear, I know. And I'm not here to tell anybody how to protest. What I'm saying is there's a blueprint that's been laid out. And it's a non-violent blueprint. That don't mean that non-violence doesn't mean you need to stand around and get your butt hooked. You can't protect yourself. What that means is that in the name of black lives, we don't indiscriminately commit violence upon property or upon people. And I know that's kind of hard because right now a lot of people are filled with a lot of rage. And a lot of people want to just lash out. And it's hard to articulate your feelings. But what's even harder is being one of the only 3 black people in the park at a Black Lives rally and not having all the white people pay attention. That's what's even harder. That's what's even more difficult. That I need some of you to look around right now and count how many black people are standing next to you. That's what I need most of you to do.
All right, Ninja, what's your name?
You guys can call me Firefly. Hi, everyone.
Firefly the Ninja, everybody. Okay. All right, what you got to say?
All right, so somebody who's been out here a lot. I mean, a lot of you probably already recognize my voice from the last times I spoke. But one of the issues that we commonly see out here is the misunderstanding of the intersectionality of our issues with the police and Black lives. Now, looking at it, we see a system of oppression that is systemically corrupt. There's no way to get around it. You see the mistreatment of black lives, of native lives, of poor lives, coming from the oppressive regime that is the police. Because what they're doing is enforcing the status quo and protecting property. So, if we were to protest within the confines of their regulations, then we are just essentially giving in to the oppressors. So it's necessary for us to break these laws and to do these extreme actions to show that our oppressors don't still have us in a cage. It is just like dealing, with Stockholm Syndrome. You aren't going to run back to your oppressor and listen to them. You aren't going to run back to your abuser and listen to them. No, for us to bring change, we have to crush the systems that oppress us. And it's necessary for us to take these systems that are holding us down and violently overthrow them, because there's no way that we're just going to stand there and work within their confines, because we're not going to bring change. Is sitting in this park all night and giving a speech going to bring change? Is voting going to bring change? It'll bring marginal change over what, the course of the next 50 years? No, we need direct action. That's the only way that comes about it. Look at the Stonewall riots. Look at the riots after MLK died. I mean, literally the creation of our country. Do you guys know about John Adams going and just fucking messing stuff up in Boston? Like, the list goes on of how violent revolution has worked. And for us to believe that we, the people, have to work within the confines of the oppressors just means that we're tame, that we're docile. But we're not. We as individuals and we as a collective have power, and it's necessary that we show that we aren't going to work within that system, that we're going to crush the system holding us.
All right, thank you for sharing, man. Appreciate that.
disturbance. All persons near Southwest Bancroft and Southwest Bond must disperse by traveling to the north. You are ordered to disperse immediately. Failure to comply with this order may subject you to citation or arrest and may subject you to the use of crowd control agents and/or impact weapons.
Members of the Portland Police are engaging in illegal and violent behavior. Unless this ceases, the people of Portland will be forced to disband the police.
Disperse to the north. Continue going to the north. Police Bureau. This is an unlawful assembly. All persons must travel to the north. You are ordered to disperse immediately.
All of this is incredibly important because this is where Oregon was birthed. Oregon was birthed in this context of being anti-slavery and anti-black under the foundation of being a white homeland, right? Oregon was created as a racist white utopia. The call went out, come to Oregon and get away from the problems of the day, which was code word for people of color. Come and build the sort of ideal white society that you've dreamt about, right? And folks came and answered that call. And so that's why in 1859, Oregon became the only state in the Union to be admitted with a racial exclusionary clause in the Constitution. It banned black folks from living in Oregon, from holding real estate, or from making contracts. So in essence, black folks were the first undocumented people in Oregon, right? We don't say illegal alien, that's an offensive term, so undocumented folks. I think that, again, this is important. History is a spiral. We've had these conversations in Oregon about who is considered a citizen, who should get access to basic human rights, who is even considered human, right? So in 1844, when Oregon was still a territory, it outlawed slavery. It also outlawed black people. It banned black folks from moving to Oregon and included the brutal lash law that said that black people would be publicly whipped every 6 months until we left Oregon. So the answer to the question, why aren't there more black people in Oregon, is actually very clear and very simple, because Oregon did not want black people here. No. He has made us the master organizers of the world to establish systems where chaos reigns. He has made us adept in government so that we may administer government among savages. Were it not for such a force as this, the world would relapse into barbarism anyway. This was said back in 1600. Thank you.